Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for March 16th, 2016 for your Wednesday. We're going to have a little bit of fog around in some areas this morning here and maybe a few peaks of sun, but I do think the clouds will increase very quickly, especially in the western areas, and I'll probably hold on to partly cloudy skies a little bit longer farther to the east. And we're going to have a warm front that's going to be approaching the area today. It's going to bring some showers to our coverage area here from anywhere from the afternoon hours through the evening, and this could of course be happening further in our western counties and later farther east. As we push this a little bit forward here, you can see that warm front moving through. This is an association with this area of low pressure that's up here, centered over the Great Lakes. Warm front is situated like this. Once it moves through, or ahead of this, preceding the front, is where you get these showers out ahead of it, and that's going to again be anywhere from the early afternoon hours out in our western counties to in the evening hours farther east. Let's go over the NAM high-res future simulated radar, give you an idea what we're talking about here. Here is the western counties getting into it at about 2 p.m. This is the simulated radar at 2 p.m. with showers situated over State College all the way down to Harrisburg, and that's going to, as this moves eastward, you can see that's going to be affecting the area. Here is now late afternoon, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. You can see getting over the eastern parts of the state, anywhere from Scranton down to about maybe just getting into Allentown at this point, and over Lancaster County. This is a rated time for the evening rush, and we could have a few showers with that. Not a lot of rain associated with this. Generally a tenth of an inch or less. Some areas might get up to 2/10 of an inch, and that would be the worst case scenario. And then just some spotty stuff left over here as we head through the evening hours. Should be ending before midnight, and then we will remain mostly cloudy overnight tonight. We are going to have, as we get into Thursday, we're going to have a cold front that's going to come through. Very, very spotty. This is the showers that are expected here on Thursday. Very, very spotty showers, very hit or miss, very low chance probabilities. But we'll have the opportunity for, with the mostly cloudy skies and that front nearby, in association with this area of low pressure up to our north. This is going to allow for a few showers to break out, very hit or miss, very light. And that's later Thursday. And as we get into Friday, we have a reinforcing cold front coming through here, association with the area of low pressure that is now east of Maine. We'll bring another cold front through here. This one is going to have a little bit more of a cold shot with it, and some isolated showers once again Friday afternoon. Again, not a big deal with this, but Friday afternoon, evening, you could have another shower or two rotate through. After that, we have high pressure move in. Now, this is going to set up for Saturday to be a very nice day, very mostly sunny day and colder, but back to near seasonal averages for this time of year. So again, mostly sunny skies here on Saturday. But again, this high pressure is going to be very critical in what it does. It really does set up over the right over top of the area here by Saturday afternoon. And then after that, as we get into early Sunday, it starts to pull east a little bit. But then we have at the same time a coastal system to deal with. Now, there's a lot of different solutions with this still. We're a day later, and we're still not at any kind of agreement or semblance of agreement with the model guidance. Some models have this coming up really dangerously close to the coastline, which will bring, believe it or not, a snow threat for the interior. But others have this a little bit more progressive and heading out like this, so that, of course, would miss the entire area, or at least most of the area, maybe a slight graze for eastern areas with a track further east like this. It's all going to depend on where the phase occurs with this. And what's scary about some of the model runs, we looked at the European model coming very, very close to something very, very large for a late season winter storm event. This is not impossible for something like this to happen. We look back to our analog year. We talked about 1957, 1958. We really had, if you look back at that season, it was a snowy season, but it was really just two storms. Now this year we used that as an analog for our winter, and we only saw one big storm come out of that, and that was what happened in late January. We did not have the second storm, but if you look back to 1958, that second storm came on March 21st, and it was actually the biggest storm of the season. So could this be a repeat? Don't know yet. We'll still have to wait and see how this pans out, but there is the potential for that. This is all going to come down to timing of the phase and see where that phase is and where it tracks If it does come up and it does phase, it will be a very strong system offshore, and that will allow for some dynamics to play. Even with a March sun, it really doesn't matter if it's coming in later Sunday or Sunday night when you don't have the sun around. And also you have dynamics at play where the heavier precip brings in some colder air with a into the wrapped up system. So it is a possibility. We're not leaning towards anything yet, so don't get the wrong idea. I'm just giving the idea that we do have the opportunity for some wintry implications from this system if in fact it takes the right track. There is a distinct possibility that this thing takes a further east track like this and stays progressive and we get nothing here. Very distinct possibility, but not much further east of this can go if that block that's being modeled is in play. All the models are pretty much agreeing that there is a block, negative NAO, which will now not allow this to escape eastward like this. So we'll have to really keep our eyes on this, and it could have anything from rain to snow to both to a miss, or they're all on the table with this system. So just stay tuned in the coming days. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for March 16th, 2016. Have a great Wednesday.